Hello, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today we're here to take a look at Hafiz Oracle Divine Guidance for a Blissful Life by Rassouli. I was watching Rassouli's video on this, and I heard him call this poet Hafiz. I've always said Hafiz, but I would think he would know, you know what I mean? So I've been trying to correct myself. I've been trying to fix it and say Hafiz instead of Hafiz. But if I go back and forth, please excuse me. Give me some grace because I am still trying to correct that. I've always, for years, called him Hafiz, but I'm trying to change it. The timeless wisdom of one of the world's most beloved poets and mystics is unveiled in the Hafiz Oracle Divine Guidance for a Blissful Life. Traditionally praised as the tongue of the hidden, Hafiz has been unlocking the secrets of the heart for centuries. Now, through 44 original and lovingly translated verses, renowned artist and author Rassouli takes you on a journey through the rapturous poetry of Hafiz and the guidance found within. With stunningly sensuous artworks and lyrical messages to illuminate your soul, and practical affirmations to instill the wisdom in your everyday life, Rassouli demystifies the magic of Hafiz for all. Drink in the beauty of Hafiz's words and allow this friend of the heart to reveal the journey, to reveal the joy and ecstasy that dwells within your unique essence. 44 cards with a color guidebook. So just so that you know, if you have any of Rassouli's other decks or books, you may have seen a lot of this artwork before. I think I recognized most of it. There was maybe one or two that I didn't recognize, and that doesn't mean that it was created specifically for the deck. Maybe I just don't recognize it. You know what I mean? I have 3 books from Rassouli, and I have 5 decks now with his artwork, and 3 of which he's written. So I think, I've seen a lot of his artwork, but not all of it. You know what I mean? So it's possible that all of this is previous works. You may have seen some of the paintings before, is what I'm trying to say. If you have this book, you're definitely going to recognize this image on the cover because it's definitely in this book. So here we have it. It's assigned to Message of Tulips, the poem Message of Tulips in this book. But in this oracle, it's assigned to the Song of Flow. So um, it's different. And the Message of Tulips, if you read it here, none of these verses or stanzas are connected to what you'll find in the book. So they are assigned differently, just so that you know. So this is not like a guidebook for this. So I've been going through this all weekend. It came on Thursday, and I ripped it open, and I've been playing with it, and I've been comparing the poetry and the images and all the things. Here are the beautiful backs. We've got this yellow. It's so soothing. The colors are beautiful. They're very beautiful, and it looks very Iranian, very Persian, if you will. As you can see, each card is assigned to one of his songs. And not all of the songs are listed in that book that I was just telling you about because it's selected. I don't know if there's um, a more complete translation. I'll have to look it up. But for right now, I've just been using the guidebook for the ones that are, because all of course are in here, but it's not the entire song. You just have a little bit from it. So you'll have the song, the color image, the name of the card, a little bit of wisdom here. So for the Song of Challenge, it says, "Follow your passion with confidence." And then a stanza from the song. So it says, "A true lover always catches the attention of the beloved. Pain is what we need, remedy is endless." And his instruction is to read this over and over again while you're looking at the image, then read his writing, and then your affirmation here. So that's what I've been doing. I've been pulling a card, and anytime that there's more instruction in the book that says, like, pull it when you're finding yourself in a dilemma or when you're feeling like you really need some divine guidance. So that's what I've been doing. And it's, I mean, as always, these decks are very uplifting because his goal was to help people find peace, help people find vision, help people find their faith in a time where things were rough for his people. So, of course, his words and these images, which are inspired by his words and poetry and his songs, are going to, work like a charm in an oracle that's designed to help people through dilemmas or to help people find inspiration through, when they're in a dilemma. A lot of people, Rassouli said in his video that I watched, and I'm going to put that video in the description box in case you're interested. That when people are having dilemmas, a lot of times they'll open up Hafiz's poetry and just do a page and do a sort of like a little bibliomantic thing where they'll just open up a poem and read it and take that information and take that advice. And I think this it lends itself very well to oracle work, right? And so this is lovely. It's lovely. Normally I put his decks by my bedside, but I think I'm going to keep this one out. And the reason that I am is because I think I would love to keep it on my desk during this day when I can go through and pull a card and then maybe pull a tarot. So we're going to look at some pairings at the end. But first, let's look at the cards. So these are the backs up close. So you can see a little bit more of the detail there. The cards are standard oracle size for Blue Angel. They're standard size. So they're a little bit oversized if you're thinking about like a Hay House size card, which I appreciate because Rassouli's artwork is so beautiful. I want bigger cards. Blue Angel tends to make bigger cards, even for their tarot decks seem to be a little bit bigger, and I love that. When they arrived in alphabetical order by the last word. So Song of Change, it would have been Song of Abundance first for A, and then the B's, and then the C's, like that. So we have Song of Freedom. I didn't put them back in order because they don't really need to be. There's no real order to them. Song of Uniqueness. Song of Harmony. Song of Honesty. Beautiful colors in that one. Song of Presence. Some of these images I recognize and some of them I don't. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen this one before. Or maybe because of the border, it makes it look different. Um, I think that like this one I recognize, but the background is definitely different where the foreground has been. So I don't know if they've been repainted or just, manipulated and like digitally manipulated. Like the painting itself has been digitally manipulated because he paints these paintings by hand. And then I believe, I don't know if they've been changed through digital means or if he actually just repainted them because sometimes artists do that, right? They paint several versions of the same image in their head. Song of Friendship, Song of Rebirth, Song of Nature, Song of Leisure. I think I've definitely seen this one before, but some of them I've never seen in color because I've only seen them maybe in one of his books, and the books are never published in color. I don't think I have even, I think all of his books with his artwork are always published in black and white, all the ones that I have anyway. Song of Happiness, Song of Challenge, Song of Joy, Song of Dreams. So interesting, this. I wonder if it's supposed to be like that. That's cool. This reminds me of the Wild Kuan Yin, where they kind of like, you can't really quite tell which way which way is upright, which way is sideways. Song of Attraction, Song of Determination. Like this one, I've definitely seen before, but I don't think I've ever seen it with these colors. Song of Guidance, Song of Celebration. And I'll just hold this up so you can see the people celebrating down there, or the woman celebrating. Song of Courage, of the splash of water. It's all in the details. Song of Faith. I've seen this in several of my oracle decks. This painting in different colors, but the same woman, the same image, but just with different colors, different backgrounds. Song of Creation. Song of Surrender. Song of Power. Song of Beauty, This is another one I've seen across several decks. Song of Relief. I don't know if I've ever seen this one. Let me know if you've seen this one before. I love the way this glows, the way his head glows like that. I think it's so cool. It's psychedelic, right? Song of Life. Song of Success. Song of Love. Just hold it up so you can see the couple. Sometimes, because his art has so much movement in it, your eyes have to kind of find what you're meant to be searching for. I love that about his artwork. Song of Assurance, Song of Play, Song of Awakening, Song of Longing. Beautiful. Song of Gratitude. We have a mermaid. And then this is reminding me of the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Is it Adam on the ceiling? I'm trying to bring the picture to mind. I can almost see it. I think it's the creation, right? Song of Perseverance, Song of Intimacy, Song of Optimism. This was the first card I pulled. It's so gorgeous. The yellows and the blues. It's so gorgeous. Song of Abundance. Okay, I must have put all the ones I pulled in the background. I definitely pulled this one because I stared at it for so long. When I remember staring at it like, wow, look at how the water is pouring into her, but it's like part of her or covering her. And then there's this, I don't know if these are planets behind her. It's so interesting, this image. Song of Flow. This is the cover art. I recognized that one immediately when I saw it from the book. Song of Silence. And that's the last one. And here are the backs. So the size of them is standard blue angel size, which is a slightly oversized for Oracle. But these are the standard. So this is the Wild Dreams Animal Oracle, which is a blue angel card. But these are the more narrow cards. And you can see they're the same height, but the standard size, which the Hafiz Oracle is a little bit wider. And up against an Oracle card, I'm sorry, a tarot card, a standard size tarot card, you can see that they are, you know, it's almost like a giant tarot card. It looks like it's about the same height and width, bigger, right? So that is the size. The stock is the stock that they've been using. It's good. It's durable and it is a little bit thick. So, but it's only 44 cards, so I can shuffle them without issue. I usually do a side shuffle because I have small hands. I can't shuffle them the other way, but I can do this. Oop, that one seems worn out. Let's see. It's like free me. We have Song of Change. I think I got so excited. I didn't really tell you what was in the guidebook, did I? I'm sorry. So here's your table of contents if you if you wanted to see. And then in the back you just have an introduction. There's a little sort of poem here by Rassouli, and then a little introduction as to why we're creating this deck. He talks about his Sufi uncle and all of his experience with Sufism and why he and his connection to Hafiz and how he's guided him in his life. And then he talks about the poet himself, gives some poetry here, and then information about who he was seen as, how he's been seen throughout history, the archetype of Hafiz. Basically, he's talking about like who he was. You know, he was a father, he was an alchemist, he was a mystic, he was a kind man, he was an artist, he was a writer, he was a lot of things, you know. And then he talks about using the cards. And when I was talking earlier about how he said, you know, you're going to imagine your dilemma, make sure you have it clear in your mind, and that you should read the song out loud several times. I got all of that from this section here, the information on how to use the deck. And then we did take a look at what's in it. So let's find Song of Change. They're in alphabetical order here. So here's Song of Change. You can take a screenshot if you'd like to read it for yourself. I'm going to read it out loud. Create your life to reflect your desire. Don't bind my heart like a bale of hay. Let me hold the tip of your hair to unravel my confusion and find the way. When life seems to be drained of all purpose and reason, it's time to create a new season to inspire. Access your divine gift of imagination and use it to attract new opportunities. When you are in the playground of creativity, you'll draw on your own abilities and what is natural for you. Hafiz comes as a spiritual essence that surrounds and shelters you with pure love. He has come to help you take the first step toward whatever it is that you long to achieve. When you follow a strand of your beloved's hair, it will eventually lead you to the face of the beloved. Every step you take along this path is a clue that reveals a new reality. Be confident that the change will bring great satisfaction for you. Try not to judge change as a negative because you never know what possibilities might open to you. Free from obsessive concerns and know that you are starting on a new path that is more suited to you and perhaps more exciting. Mantra: I commit to recreating my life to reflect my desire to live authentically. And here is some information about the author if you're interested. He has so many works with Blue Angel that he's able to fill up all of the advertisement pages with just his stuff. These are all books and oracle decks created by Rassouli. I have Soul's Journey on my bedside table right now. I took it off for a few months and then put it right back because I missed it. And I was going to replace it with this one. I knew it was coming, but I don't think I want this there. I think I would like to keep it, like he said, to use for dilemmas. Not for nighttime pulls. So let's see if I can find a tarot deck that I can deem suitable to use with it. Let me see what I can find. Okay. I want to start with the Tarot of Oneness. I want to give them a shuffle. This is the Tarot of Oneness by Robin Boyce. I ever since I saw the box, the backs, the colors in this deck, I started thinking about the Tarot of Oneness. So I thought I want to start there. Let's start there. I don't know, something about these colors and the style, it just reminded me of this deck. I don't use the Tarot of Oneness very much. I like the concept of it, but for some reason when I read with it, it just feels a little, I don't know how to touch for me, but maybe because I need to work with it more, you know? Spirit of Cups. And this is what I mean. Like the court cards trip me up. I don't even know what this is. And then we have the Spirit of Swords. I don't know what the spirit is. Let me look in the guidebook. Okay, so these are the queens. So we have a Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. And we can see her dress here with the Song of Determination. Surrender your doubts to find the path with the Action of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Wow, that feels very strong. Now that I've read the little, the advice or the wisdom that comes along with this. Song of Hope. Let's see what the Song of Hope says. Achieve success through divine grace is the wisdom that comes with that. With the Inspiration of Swords, which I'm guessing is the page, because we saw spirit and embodiment already. So this is the Page of Swords. And the Four of Wands with Achieve Success through Divine Grace. I like this. I like this a lot. Ooh, look at this wolf. The Five of Wands. Okay, so I'm defending myself against this. This is not a petty threat. This is a true threat, these wolves, this pack of wolves. Ace of Cups with the Song of Desire. I think I like this. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments below of this pairing. Let's try another one. Another deck that I have is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. It also has those soothing blues that just make me feel quiet and soothed. And I just wanted to see if these were they're very different art styles. But I just was curious to see if I could use them together because of the soothing colors. The colors just soothed me, and yeah, that color, you know. those blues. So I was just hoping that they would might maybe cross my fingers. So let's see. So we have the Song of Presence with the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, both standing, both still, both being very present. Attraction with the Two of Cups and the Five of Wands. I mean, it is a very different art style, but power with the Five of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune could be a shift in power. Surrender with the Ace of Cups and the Three of Swords. These decks seem to like each other, even though they don't look, visually like perfect. They seem to want to be together. So I think I will try these together. Song of Dreams with the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Dreams and the Seven of Cups. And then we'll just do one more, Chariot and the Page of Swords with the Song of Joy. So that is the Modern Witch Tarot. Similarly, in the color scheme, that's the Song of Clouds Tarot. Let's see. They're very different art style and very different. I mean, they're both Eastern, but very different art. However, Rassouli's artwork is, he calls it fusion art. It definitely picks up a lot of different cultural styles in his artwork, so it's possible that this might actually look nice together. It's possible. So let's see. So we saw the Song of Joy, Creation with the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. The Song of Change with the Nine of Wands and the World. It's a lot. It's a lot to look at. It's a lot to consider, and in different styles. So I don't know. The Emperor with the Three of Wands and the Song of Honesty. Let's try one more. And then Eight of Swords with the Fool and the Song of Harmony. Look at these backs together. Don't they just look lovely? I have to try it with the Sufi Tarot. I've tried other Rassouli art decks with this one, and some of them look lovely and then some of them don't, because he has such different artwork. And this one has 2 or 3 different artists, so it's always a gamble what you're gonna pull. But some of them might look like these look fine. We got the Two of Coins with the Daughter of Staffs and the Song of Uniqueness. All right, so then we have Forgiveness with 2 cup cards and a cup, and I like that. That's nice. Okay, the Empress and the Emperor with the Song of Longing. Oh, they're longing for each other. And let's just do a couple more. Awakening with the Tower and the Two of Staffs, or the Two of Wands. And one more. Song of Faith with the Four of Coins and the Hierophant. So that is it with the Sufi Tarot. Just 2 more, I promise. This is the Dali Tarot, Salvador Dali Tarot. I don't know. It might be a stretch, but I've always wanted to try one of Rassouli's decks with my Dali Tarot, especially now that I have it back out and I've been using it more, because I just think they're going to go nicely. But all of my Rassouli decks always end up in my bedroom. So now that I have one out, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a whirl. So we have the Seven of Cups and the Tower with dun, 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 Happiness, the Song of Happiness. Oh, here's our little guy working. These images are so interesting to me. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands with freedom. Okay, so let's stay in the Eastern theme. This is the Tarot of the 1001 Nights. And we have the Three of Cups with the Four of Wands and the Song of Forgiveness. Queen of Wands with this is the High Priestess. It says the Vulnerable Woman, but this is the High Priestess. And the Song of Longing. Song of Awakening with the Three of Wands and the Six of Wands. Song of Faith with the Queen of Cups and the Hermit. These look great together. I want them to re-release this deck. Borderless, but in the hard box. So like on the regular tarot size, wouldn't that be cool? I saw that they're doing it with, what deck was it that they took all the borders and then they stretched it to the edge and they put it on a regular card? It's coming out this year. I'm very excited. I hope that they do the same with this one at some point. So that is it with the Tarot of the 1001 Nights. Love this deck. So beautiful. Next up, let's try it with the Vachetta. This is the one from Emanuello. But I think any of them might look nice. But we're going to try this one. I have one with green borders that might also look really nice with this. But we're going to try this one because this is the one I have out right now. So we have the Three of Swords and the Chariot with the Song of Silence. The Song of Assurance with the Hierophant and the Two of Cups. Let's see what it says for the Song of Assurance. Follow your dreams fearlessly is the wisdom for assurance. Okay. We have the Page of Cups and the King of Wands with the Song of Leisure. All that red. I like this. Song of Flow with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Coins. So that, I think, is going to be my last pairing. I had one more I wanted to try, but I think this video is long enough. So that is the Hafiz Oracle Divine Guidance for a Blissful Life. New from Blue Angel. I got this one from Llewellyn. I will put links in the description box below if you're interested in picking it up. Let me know what you think of this one. Are you a fan of Sufi wisdom? Are you a fan of Hafiz's poetry? Will you be picking up this deck? What do you think? Can you see yourself using it? Do you know which decks you would pair with it? I want to hear all of the things in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow and it helps me know what you guys are looking for, what you like to see. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you. Look how those connect. That's fun. Links will be, sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted. Links will be down below. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Look at that. Perfect. We ended on the cover. Bye. Yeah.